Recording in progress.
Hello, my friends. Okay, I'm so excited for this. Welcome to the Magnetic Mind Masterclass. Let's go ahead and share my screen. Share, there she is. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and just pause this while we get into this masterclass because I want you guys to be able to completely and fully focus while we go through this. And yeah, all right. Oh no, not that. No. I want present full screen. Okay, cool. And yeah, if everybody could just make sure that you guys are muted just while we are sharing audio on my side. I just don't want there to be any interruptions. And then you guys should be good. All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is the step-by-step guide to get unstuck and create the life of your dreams. Now, if you guys are currently experiencing any of this, I want you to send like a yes in the chat, a I am, or whatever, however you want to respond. But I want this to be interactive, okay? So if you're feeling all over the place, maybe you're constantly overthinking, maybe you're doubting your decisions, I want you to send a yes in the chat. Okay, we already have absolutely yeses. Yes, yes, okay. Okay, cool. Glad you guys are experiencing the same things that I have experienced my entire life, because your girl has struggled with this for so long, and I feel like this is the first time of my life where I have a grasp on it. And literally, like on Monday, if you guys saw my stories and stuff, I went to a bachelorette party, and that was like the ultimate test for me to see if I've really truly like if I'm practicing what I'm preaching, and for me to fully enjoy a night and be with a bunch of girls I've never met and not overthink, not doubt, not question what I was saying, and not feel uncomfortable or wondering like, do they accept me? Do they like me? All of these things, like truly, I get where you guys are at right now, because that's exactly how I've always been. If you guys are over being in survival mode and you're ready to start thriving, send a yes in the chat. If you guys are setting goals but not quite reaching them, maybe like you're getting excited about things and then all of a sudden you kind of lose like the momentum that you're looking for. Okay, yes, we have a lot of yeses in the chat, a lot of absolutelys. Yes, yes. Okay. All right, last but not least, I feel like we all find ourselves saying this, is life just lifing right now? Like, do you feel like you just can't catch a break? Because I know that there are so many of us who feel that way, and it can be so challenging to just be like, to just wait for the end of the tunnel. Like, you're like, I'm just ready for the light. I'm ready for things to be easy again. I'm ready to just get out of this season of my life and finally feel what it looks like everyone on social media is feeling. The engagements, the bachelorette parties, the vacations to all these different places. Like, I feel like when we're all in this era of our lives, it's like every single post is like pregnancy, engagement, marriage, like all of these different things. And it's so easy to compare ourselves and then be like, oh my gosh, like what am I doing? Like what's actually happening in my life? Am I right? Yes. Okay, absolutely. Got you guys. Okay. Now, I'm going to make this really simple and super duper easy. Okay, there's a button that says end. You guys can like leave at any point in time. Because if you are looking for an overnight magic solution, this is not going to be it for you. If you're fine with staying stuck, you don't want to be here, because I'm going to like actually kick your butt into action. If you're unwilling to do the inner work, to look inwards and be like, you know, how am I the problem? Am I the problem? If you're unwilling to do that, you're not going to want to be here, okay? And if you aren't willing to try new things, you got to go. And last but not least, the most important thing here, I'm going to pause for this. If you aren't a girl's girl, get out. I don't want you here. I only want girls. If you guys talk shit about people, get your booty out of here, okay? We are here in a safe space. We are here to become friends. We are here to be here for one another. We are all experiencing the exact same things right now, okay? So if you're gonna judge anybody, if you're not gonna be a girl's girl, press the button and get out of here, because I want people who truly want to be here and who want to help others and are ready to change and become the best versions of themselves. Okay, now everybody who is sticking around, hi guys, you guys are my girls. Thanks for being here, and I love you all so much. Glad we've taken out any of the trash. All right, now, these are the vibes for today. You are going to finally understand why you're overthinking. You're gonna learn how to stop the spiral, and you'll also learn how to attract abundance and peace instead of chaos. This is gonna give you guys the step-by-step process of how to do this. Now, my life has completely changed by what I'm sharing today. And so have all of my clients. Some of them are actually on right now too. But I have literally completely changed and created a life that I can actually be present in, and where my days look like what I used to journal about. I'm a huge journaler, and I have legit journaled about going to a coffee shop in the morning, getting some work done, like hanging out with my man Ty. I literally have scripted out each and every part of my day that I currently experience right now. My relationship and motherhood is the best it's ever been. I'm attracting so many cool opportunities, like being flown out to Texas for random speaking engagements and traveling across the country for other things. I'm the happiest and most clear-minded I've ever been right now. And most importantly, this is the reason why I personally love to work so hard and I love to help others with this. I just want to enjoy my life and make memories with the people that I love. That is like my all-time goal for my entire life. I just want to enjoy, and I don't want to be stressed, and I don't want to overthink, and I don't want to be stuck in spiraling. And I want to be able to go pay for things and like buy my man his dream car one day. I want to be able to treat my daughter to like fun shopping sprees just because. Like I want to create experiences that they're never ever going to forget. And same with like even my siblings. Like I want to take my sisters to Italy with me. I have huge dreams and goals, and I know that if I'm stuck in my brain, I'm not going to make those things happen. So that's why this is so important for me to share, because before learning this, I was constantly overthinking. I was always having these conversations in my head, playing things back, being like, oh my gosh, like what are they thinking about me? Did I say what I needed to say? Like, oh man, I wish I would have said this instead. And I just would constantly be in my head. And I felt like my emotions were running the show. Let me know if you guys relate to any of this. Like put it in the chat and let me know, because this was something that was super hard for me. I felt honestly so stuck in my life. Like I looked like I had it all going on. I looked like I was confident, but deep down, I questioned everything that I did, and including myself. I was always asking, like, am I making the right decisions? Like, should I be doing this? Is this the right move? Like, am I going to do this too fast or too slow? Like, I always was questioning these things. And I was never able to be present. This is something that I've really noticed, is that even if I'm with like my absolute best friends or my daughter, if I'm stuck in my head and I'm questioning everything, I'm not actually there. Like, I'm literally a shell of myself because I'm in my head. And I was so tired of being in that place. And it sucked like so badly. This for me was my turning point. Okay. And I know that not everyone's going to relate to this because not everybody has a baby. But when I was done with this constant mind chatter, and I personally, I just didn't want to pass that on to my daughter. I was like, I want to live in peace, and I never want my daughter to be as stuck in her head as I am. I just wanted more freedom. I wanted more peace. I wanted more presence. I wanted to actually experience life. I wanted absolutely more abundance so that we could go on trips that we love and do all these beautiful things. And I just wanted more fulfillment. I was truly just done with staying stuck. And I want to know right now, like, you guys all joined this for a reason. Every single one of you guys are on here because something within you told you, you know what, I'm going to spend my 12 p.m. or my 3 p.m. hour with Savannah. I want to know, like, are you guys ready for more? Is there something that's going on in your life currently that you're like, you know, this is my turning point. Like, this is my time to get my shit together and make my dream life happen. Because I know that that's how I'm in that era right now. Like, I'm not allowing myself to be in that same place in 30 days from now, in a year from now, and a couple months from now. Yes, I'm overwhelmed with life. Yes, let's go. I'm ready for more. Hell yeah. Yes. Angela said, yes, after working with you, we broke that cycle. So thankful for how far we've come since we met. Oh, I love hearing that. Always overthinking and feeling like I'm doing a runaround. Yes. Okay. So you guys are tracking. Beautiful. Hell yeah. Okay. I share this because I've learned that your past does not determine your future. Everything that you guys have experienced, all of the chaos, all of the craziness, all of the quote unquote failures, whatever that you guys have gone through, it does not determine what you're going to experience for the rest of your life. I promise you that. You have the power right now to change at any point in time. And that's what I want this call to do for you. I want this one masterclass to be the thing that really, truly helps you get out of that place and just decides like, I'm fucking done. Because I know that it takes us getting to that point sometimes. Like sometimes we really have to be in like a really shitty spot to be like, you know what, I'm done being here and I'm ready for more and I'm ready to start changing. And every single thing in your life could look completely different in 1 year. It literally, all it comes down to is just you guys starting with your awareness, starting to reflect, and then taking action. That's it. And I'm not saying messy action, I'm talking about aligned action. Not just busy work, but work that makes sense. Now, I do want to encourage you guys to stay to the end because I have a special little gift for you. I'm not pitching like $1,000 program or anything like that. I have a gift for you and I have a Q&A session so that you guys can save all of your questions and make sure that you guys get the most out of this call. So I want you guys to stay and really hear me out till the end because I know it's going to be super impactful for you. All right, a couple of things to just keep in mind really quick is that this doesn't happen overnight. I know we all want quick fixes, just like Amazon delivers in 6 hours now, okay? But life is not like that. That's not what the real world is like, and you need to be ready to do things differently if you truly want to get different results in your life. Because that perfectionism that you're going through, where you're second guessing and you're overthinking and you're spiraling, and you're doing all the things, like that perfectionism, it's only going to keep you stuck. You're not going to move forward. You're not going to create the life that you've always wanted to create. So it's time to leave all of those things in the past and finally get what you're here on earth for, whatever that is for you. Okay. Now, there are several reasons you're overthinking, and I'm going to walk you through the exact steps on how to fix this, how to stop this. Are you guys ready? Send an I'm ready in the chat, please. Also, I've made my chat like full screen and now it's not okay. Okay, Geneva is ready. Okay, Maddie's ready. Amazing. Emily, ready. Marissa, ready. Claire, okay, let's get it. So the steps to get unstuck, guys, this is like the exact process you're going to go through when you are overthinking. So I'm going to break this down in full detail, but I really want you guys to have an understanding of this. So first and foremost, you're going to gain awareness. I'm trying to make this as simple as possible. You're going to gain awareness. You're going to take a moment to reflect and ask yourself some questions. You'll journal. You'll balance yourself out. And then you're going to embody the highest version of yourself. And I'm going to break down exactly what each of these mean so that you guys fully understand this. So first and foremost, your childhood, we're going to bring it way back. Your childhood, it has shaped 95% of your mind. All of your default thoughts, your default emotions, and reactions for how you live your life were shaped during your childhood. And this is the part where I really want you guys to write down any questions that you have. Because I know these things can feel a little abstract. And I want to make sure that they're really landing with you and you're like, okay, I could literally go teach this to someone else. So if you experienced any of this growing up, I want you to put a yes in the chat. Because I want to see if this is anything that you guys have dealt with. If you dealt with frequent yelling or arguing or just tension in the home, if you moved homes or schools often, if you had any major life changes where maybe like you moved from one place to the next, had a restart with a new friend group, If you ever felt like you were responsible for keeping the peace, maybe between your parents or between your siblings, or like you were walking on eggshells, like you had to be really, really careful about what you said or what you did because you didn't want to make someone mad. Or I know a lot of women that I have worked with have dealt with this, where they didn't know what version of their parents or of their caretaker that they would get that day. So I know a lot of people who have had like parents who were really, really moody, whether that was just like kind of who they were, or maybe they were dealing with like substance abuse, they were drinking too much, they were doing other crazy things. If you guys have experienced any of that chaos or that inconsistency growing up, those experiences had us constantly questioning ourselves and the environment around us. So we were constantly in this like inner battle internally, being like, should I say this? Should I go out there? Are they going to be okay with this? Like just constantly questioning things. And now it is directly influencing how you show up today. And most importantly, that childhood, it influenced whether or not you trust yourself. Because if you're constantly questioning, then you're constantly like going against yourself, okay? It also influences whether or not you trust that God or the universe, whatever that you personally believe in, source, divine, whatever that you believe in, to keep you thriving. Okay, so for example, if you find yourself being the person in the group chat wondering what everyone is going to be wearing for the night out, or you get like multiple opinions before making like big decisions, you're like questioning everything. This pattern of questioning everything is also affecting the bigger things in life. It's affecting whether or not you ask for that raise. It's affecting whether or not you take a leap of faith on your career, whether you decide to get into your own studio, or maybe when you decide to finally leave that toxic relationship. It influences everything. Your childhood does that. Now, how you do one thing is how you do everything, okay? So when you don't trust yourself, you don't trust life. You don't trust that the opportunities are going to come. You don't trust that the clients are going to find you. You don't trust that it's safe to make bold moves. You don't trust that the universe is going to support you. And instead, your mind just stays in this chaotic place, exactly like what you experienced as a child, replaying, overthinking, holding you back, because it's trying to protect you from experiencing anything different. To our brains, if we experience something different, it's dangerous, it's unfamiliar, it's unsafe. So it wants to keep you in that chaos. It wants to keep you overthinking. Now, when you decide to trust yourself and the universe, your entire life transforms, okay? What dictates all of this is the subconscious mind. So your subconscious mind is what like you soaked up everything into your subconscious mind as a child. That is the 95%. Okay, are any of the dots connecting? Are you guys starting to get a grasp on any of this? Does this make sense? How these things can be connected? Yes. Okay, yes, Taylor, yes, Amanda, yes, Taylor, yes. Okay, yes, point on. Okay, amazing. Okay, I'm really like trying to go slow because I really just want to make sure you guys are like grasping this. And I know I naturally go really fast, but I want to know, are you guys ready to change this? So you can finally like live your dream life and like finally be in peace and like fuck the chaos, be done with it, and like finally move on to that season of your life where you're just experiencing all of the miracles and you're just so happy to be on earth every single day. Because that's how I feel right now. Like you guys know, like I wake up with like rainbows shooting out of my booty. Like I'm so excited for every day. Emily's like laughing so hard. Love. Okay, first and foremost, the change starts with you. The next time, I know I was gonna say out the ass, but like it sounded a little too vulgar, so out the booty. All right. The next time that you guys start to feel that like spiral, the overthinking, that like same loop of frustration, whether it's about work or it's about your husband or your partner or whoever, your parents, whatever, this is where the change starts. In those moments, the moments where they are the freaking hardest, and you're like, I'd rather just walk my ass out of here right now. Instead of that, you have a choice in those moments. You can either respond like you always have, reacting, getting frustrated. Why does this always happen to me? I'm so fucking done with this. This is so annoying. Like getting in your head, questioning, overthinking, doubting, all the things. Or you can create a new response from a place of power, from a place of clarity and confidence. Knowing that like, I don't have to question myself. I don't have to question my actions. I don't have to second guess. I don't have to overthink. I trust myself. And then you don't go down the spiral. And life is a lot better that way. Truly. Like it's so much more fun. You really get to enjoy everything. So first and foremost, this is the first step. Every single time that you guys are overthinking, I want you to take yourself through this process. Once you do this a few times, you're going to just completely remember it and you're never going to have to even look at this ever again. But first and foremost, you want to gain awareness, okay? Typically, we are overthinking about the same things over and over again. Maybe you're overthinking like what people think about you. Maybe you're overthinking your finances. Maybe you're overthinking your relationship. I want you to literally take out a piece of paper right now, and in the center, I want you to write down one thing that you notice you overthink. And if you are down to, send it in the chat, because I really want to use one of these examples to potentially help you guys literally through this on this call. So if there's anything, okay, Maya, Instagram posts, interesting. My career, my future, body image for sure, finances, motherhood, how I choose to parent, wow. My knowledge, the bad relationship between my sister and her boyfriend, wow. Health, my divorce. Okay. As you can see, every single one of us are like dealing with something. Every single one of us are overthinking. And it's completely normal. And honestly, almost every single thing that you guys have said besides being divorced, I've absolutely done the exact same thing. Like I've overthought all of these, my body image, my future, my career, my Instagram posts, my finances, motherhood, posting, how I choose to parent, my knowledge, everything. Like I've legit been in each of your guys' brains, going down the exact same rabbit holes. Okay, so I get you. Now, from there, I want you to ask yourself, keeping that one thought. I know I just now listed out a bunch, so just narrow it down to one thing. Just one thing. Whether that's the finances, body image, whatever. Just one thing. Narrow it down. And I want you to ask yourself, what does that make you feel? Does it make you feel frustrated? Does it make you feel embarrassed, shameful, fearful, guilty? Really like draw a line from that middle thought and just like draw a line out and write down that feeling. And if you want, you can totally share it. Psychotic. Okay. Inadequate. I'm contemplating whether to go through with it. It's heavy. Sorry to do that to you all. It's okay, Bethany. Girl, we are all going through these things. Defeated, paralyzed. Okay, now I want you to ask yourself, stress and shame, where are you guys feeling it in your body? Sometimes you need to close your eyes and tune into it. Like I literally want you to think about the thought, think about how it's making you feel, and tune into where it is in your body. My throat and my heart, my stomach. I feel it in my chest, shoulders. Wow. Okay. I'm so proud of you guys for like actually bringing this up right now. I know that it is really hard for us to sit with these feelings and for us to even like go here, okay? So thank you for being in this. Now, what is your perspective in this moment? Maybe it's like, it's not going to ever work out. I'm never going to be good enough. It'll always be like this. A lot of times, once you guys, I want you to make sure you write whatever it is down. A lot of times, what's driving that overthinking can sometimes be the need to be perfect. So if you're saying like, I'm not good enough, then I would assume that if you were perfect, you'd be good enough. It'll always be like this. It feels like it'll never go away. Overthinking, the if this happens, then that will happen. I think about situations that most likely won't happen to prepare for anything. Scared to jump into motherhood. What if I don't get it right this time? I'll make the wrong decision. No one will watch. I'm not good enough. The what ifs. Feeling like I'll never be consistent. Almost every single one of the things you guys came down to was being enough. Or being perfect enough. Or being accepted. If you post the post and someone sees it and they're like, this dumb bitch. Like, those are all things that you guys are literally sitting there and assuming that this will be the result. When there is an infinite amount of possibilities. If the overthinking is being driven by the need to be perfect, the need to be accepted, or the need to be liked by other people, or on the finances side of things, a lot of times it's the need to feel secure or safe, because we usually want abundance so that we can like feel secure or feel free. Maybe that's it for you. And from that, I want to ask you, why don't you think that you're good enough? Why don't you think that you're perfect? Why don't you think that people wouldn't like you? Why would you think that you wouldn't be safe? There is some part of you that is quietly whispering things in your ears that are saying, hey, if you do that, you're going to fail. Hey, if you do that, things won't work out. And that is the voice that, being honest, needs to shut the fuck up. Has got to go. Like, if she's constantly in your ear, how are you ever going to create the life that you want to create? If she's just quietly like whispering things like, you're never going to make it, she needs to go. But I will say, telling her to shut the fuck up doesn't work. Going through processes like this does work. Because that voice, she's not going to be quieted when you yell at her and you're like, shut up, I don't want to hear you anymore. She's just going to get louder. She's going to bang on the door. She's going to slam the door and say, fuck you. I'm going to give you another experience where you're going to think the exact same thing. Okay? So we have to work on these things so that they no longer come up. This is the first time in my life where these things aren't coming up. And if they do, I know exactly what to do. And I'm like, bye, bitch. And it's gone. And I don't have to think about it. I go to the bathroom, I take a deep breath, and I'm like, that's little Sav. Like, that's like old Sav. She can go like take a seat. New Sav is here, and we're done. Okay? So what you need to do during these moments is you need to actually reflect. You have to reflect on what's going on. So I want you to ask yourself, like we just now did in the chat, how am I seeing myself? And why are you seeing yourself this way? And what does that mean about you? If it means that you're not good enough, who told you that you were not good enough? Was it like your second grade teacher? Was it that guy that cheated on you? Who was it that told you that you weren't good enough? Because that voice is not your own. That voice came, she was developed from some place. Maybe it was when you were a kid and you did say something and your parents told you, you have nothing to say here. Or you're too young, you won't get it, or something else. Or they just made you feel not important because they never wanted to listen to you. And you tell them about your school reports and you'd be like, Mommy, I did this thing. And she would ignore you. Or she was too drunk to pay attention. All of these things are real things that each and every one of us have gone through, okay? And then I want you to ask yourself, when does this typically happen? So when you're in this moment, asking yourself, okay, is this typically happening when I'm at work? Who am I around? Is it someone that's making me feel this way? Where does this happen? Why is it happening? And is this loop coming up over and over and over again? So you want to reflect. And then the third step is to write it out as soon as possible. So on this call, that's what we're doing. We're writing it all out. This is what you need to do when you are in those moments. When you are leaving work and you're like, I cannot fucking believe that happened, or I can't believe my manager said blah, 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 or I can't believe my husband would say that, or whatever the hell. You have to go take a moment to slow things down and journal on all of the questions that you answered in your head. Get it out of your head and onto paper. When you get it onto paper, it allows you to see the experience outside of yourself. You're seeing it here on a piece of paper instead of in here. And now you can be like, okay, is this true? Who said this? Why is this happening? And you can really gain so much clarity from it. Journaling with intention, when you're asking yourself these questions and you're being really intentional, it's proven to reduce anxiety and it's going to boost your mental clarity. This magical tool that I will never stop talking about until I die. It will change the way that you're seeing yourself, you're seeing these situations, you're seeing everything in your life. Next, you want to balance out. So before you do anything, before you go talk to that person, before you go vent to your friend, before you go tell your partner, before you do any of that, you need to take a moment to actually balance yourself out and choose your next step. So you'll take a moment to get into a relaxed state. I'll literally do that with you guys right now. We're going to slow things down so that we can signal safety with our breath. Okay? So when you guys are having these thoughts of, I'm not good enough, will I make it? I feel too old for my career. I need the security. I have anxiety. Will I do it right this time? All of those things. I want you to actually signal safety to your body. So what you'll do is it's so simple. You just take a inhale and you make sure your exhale is longer than your inhale. And you do it a couple times. So I'll do it 3 times with you guys right now. And if this feels uncomfortable to you, good. I'm glad, because that means things are changing. That means you're learning something new and you're going to be able to come out on top of this the next time. Okay, so I want you to take a second. You can close your eyes or you can just get settled. And I want you to inhale for 3, and then we're going to exhale for a count of 6. So you'll inhale through your nose for 3. You'll exhale through your mouth for 6. Ready, set, go. Two more times. What that does is it actually activates your parasympathetic nervous system. Your parasympathetic nervous system shows that you're in a relaxed state. You're okay. You're safe. So when all these thoughts are coming up, if you can take a second to do that and just say, it's okay. I'm safe. Your body is physically safe. You're imagining a danger in your brain that doesn't fucking exist yet. So signal the safety to yourself. And then ask yourself, what can you do in this moment? What can you do right now to make the situation better? If it's, you know what, I'm going to give it a day. If it's, I'm going to get a personal trainer. If it's, I'm going to start looking at myself in the mirror and loving what I see. If it's, you know what, I'm going to have that conversation with my husband. If it's, okay, I need to start listening to podcasts about finances. There's always a solution. There is nothing in this world that does not have a solution, my love. You are not stuck. There is something you can do. I promise you that. And if you can't fix it right now, what can you go do to make your day better? If you're having one of the worst days and you're like, I freaking cannot stand this, I need to go do something. Go to your favorite coffee shop. Go to your favorite acai place. Go for a hike. Go outside. Go do something that will make you feel better. You have to take the responsibility on yourself. And if it's like a big thing, let's say it's your career, let's say it's like something financial, or it's something about your relationship, like those big things, maybe you can revisit what was frustrating to you at another time. So like later tonight, you're like, you know what? I like really am feeling like I'm gonna have to leave this relationship. Maybe then you can make an action plan for it. Maybe then you can make an action plan for switching your career, losing the weight, whatever that it is that you are personally insecure or can't figure out. But you have to start somewhere. You have to take aligned action. Because the longer that you're like, oh, I'll think about that later, and then you go make plans with your fucking friends, yeah, you're going to experience the exact same feeling the next day. You're going to stay in that loop. The longer that you suppress it, the longer that you act like it's not there, the louder she's going to be. You need to face her. You need to face it, whatever that it is. If you really want to stop overthinking, you must embody the highest version of yourself. Ask yourself right now, how does the highest version of yourself show up every day? And send it in the chat. Is she confident? Is she clear? Is she happy? Is she positive? How does she handle situations that are challenging? Is she resilient? Does she know, I fucking have this, I'm gonna figure it out? She's determined, love that. She's intentional, she's that bitch, let's go. How does she respond to others? Is she kind? Is she loving? Is she regulated and intentional? I love those. Those are so good. Confident. Yes. She's showing up just a little differently than you are right now. And you can go do that. Like, you can choose to be that version of yourself, like, in 30 seconds. You can choose that. How does she walk? How does she talk? How does she dress? These are more physical things, but to me, like, when I walk through a mall or I walk through an event or like something, like, I walk with my head high. I don't look down at my phone, not like, no. I'm confident, I'm calm, I'm clear-minded. I dress with elegance or silliness or happiness or my inner child shining. That's how my next level self grows up or looks like. The highest version of you, she is the purest, lightest, and most divine parts of yourself illuminated at full capacity. She's grounded. She trusts that everything is working out for her. She trusts that every single rejection is a redirection. She trusts that anything that is meant for her will not miss her. I don't know, because I've never met her before. That's perfectly fine. Now it's time to get to know her. Like, this is it. This is where you have to choose. Instead of looking at others and like envying, wow, I wish I was like that. I wish I had that kind of energy or that kind of mentality or whatever. Being like, no, I'm going to adopt that. I'm going to learn that. She has confidence. How to create confidence on YouTube in that beautiful supercomputer in your phone or in your hands. You have so many resources, my love. If you want to be a bad bitch, type into YouTube how to be a bad bitch, okay? Like, there are resources for anything that you want to be. But the longer that you stay overthinking and spiraling, you're stuck in fear, or you're stuck in scarcity, you're stuck in lack. And if you want to shift into abundance and peace and full trust and confidence, you have to reprogram your subconscious mind with a new default. Right now, your subconscious mind is the one that's talking and saying all of this shit of, I'm never going to make it, I'm not good enough, all of that. That's your current default. Now we have to change things and create a new default. And that starts with becoming aware of the root that created these thought patterns and replacing literally those memories and thought patterns with empowering ones so that you can create the dream life that you've always wanted. I've literally done this with different clients of mine where like I will walk them through, okay, that really traumatic experience that you had. Let's walk back through it as if something else completely differently happened and we replace the memory. And now that memory is no longer holding them back. So the next time that you're experiencing this, and you might want to take a picture of this if you missed it earlier, you want to gain awareness and understanding, which I just now gave you guys a lot of understanding. Take a moment to reflect, asking yourself all the questions, then journal on all of the questions, balance yourself out, reach for that next step, and then embody the highest version of yourself. Over time, you will transform the way that you're viewing yourself and the world around you. Because when you change internally, your external reality starts to change too. Your subconscious mind, it literally holds the keys to your future. And you can reprogram your subconscious mind to trust yourself, to believe that you're worthy, to accomplish everything that you've always wanted with ease, without the chaos, without the inconsistency, without the constant like being held back by things. It's exactly how I've changed my life and all of the clients that I work with. This subconscious reprogramming, it is what has helped each of my clients experience the world that they actually want. First, my girl Michaela, she built her dream business. Guys, her dream business was, I want to walk dogs all day. And that's what she does now. And she's obsessed. And then she's hired employees that now walk the dogs for her so she can go to Pilates classes in the morning. She's literally built like a 12, I think her numbers ended up being like 12.8 for October. What would $12,000 do for you right now? Like, are you kidding me? What would building the dream business that you've always wanted to do for you right now? How would that feel? My girl Serena, she got a $15,000 promotion. Once she started learning these things, start tuning into calls with me, she was like, wait, what? This is how it works? And now she just now got engaged. She's taking I think she said she's taking a year off of social media currently. Or I think she said 2 years actually, which is so sick. But she's turning her vision board into like her life. And then my girl Jenna, she just now moved into her dream home in California. She finally made enough from her business that she was able to make this huge move for her future. She had her eyes on one specific house since she was a little girl, and she moved into it. And not only that, her business is like absolutely thriving. But this is not just for business owners. And I want to make that really, really clear because I'm here for you guys. Like, I'm here for you if you're a business owner, if you're a freelancer, if you're working a 9-to-5, if you're trying to build something, like I don't care what it is. I want to support you with wherever you're at because when you start to reprogram your subconscious mind, it changes everything. Now, I don't know why you guys joined today. Maybe you're frustrated. Maybe you're overwhelmed. Maybe you're feeling stuck. Maybe you're done with the second guessing and overthinking. Maybe you're ready to change your life and you want to know how. Or maybe you just wanted to come hang out with me and spend some time together. I don't really care what it is, but I'm here for you guys, no matter what. Subconscious reprogramming, it will change your entire life. And this is not theory or fluff. This is what the great of the greats have done. This is what like Oprah preaches, Mel Robbins, okay, Jim Carrey, like the people who we see doing insane things. This is what they've learned. It is scientifically proven, and it has produced beautiful results for myself and every single person that I've ever worked with. When you fully trust in yourself and the universe, and then you take aligned action as quickly as possible, you get to create your dream reality. Is this making sense? Do you guys understand what really needs to change here? Yes. Stephanie's saying yes. Okay. Yes. Okay, beautiful. Are you guys ready to actually start experiencing like your dream life? Start creating it for yourself? Are you done staying where you're at? Ready for more? Yes. Okay, look. You can either try reprogramming your brain, researching, implementing, trial and error, all the things. Or the most fun and effective way is doing it together, doing it with us. Now, I want you to take a second to imagine this really quick. Let's get into the feels. You guys can close your eyes if you're comfortable with doing so. And I want you to like really take a moment to just slow things down and ground into this moment. I want you to feel the connection of you to the chair, the bed, wherever that you're sitting. And I want you to imagine that you're sitting on a tree branch that's coming up from like the core of the earth all the way up to you, just holding you up in the middle of the most beautiful place that you can imagine currently. And I want you to imagine that you have this cord of light that's connecting with the stars above, all the way down to the top of your head. And it's literally supercharging your body right now with good vibes, positive energy, abundance, confidence, calm, clarity. And now I want you to imagine yourself in your dream bed, in your dream room. Your feet hit the ground and you wake up feeling so refreshed. You have a calm and clear mind. You're radiating confidence. You know exactly what your next move is. You're finally hitting the goals that you've set for yourself. Seeing those come into fruition right now in front of you. You're showing up with consistency and keeping every single promise you've ever made to yourself. You're experiencing the kind of freedom where you don't have to worry about the little things anymore. And instead, you have options. You have abundance. You have the peace that comes with living a life of ease. Every moment you're able to soak up with presence, fulfillment, and happiness. Your days are filled of making memories with those you love and accomplishing the things you've had on your vision boards. And by the end of the night, you walk right back into that dream bedroom, you settle in, and you think, holy shit, this is my life. I am so freaking grateful. Now I want you to take a big deep breath and then immediately send in the chat, how would that feel for you? How does that currently feel for you? Liberating, so much lighter. Enlightening, proud, fulfilled, excited, freeing, relieving, amazing, magical. Chills down my body right now. Amazing. You guys, this is fully what's possible for you. And I know that if you can imagine it, if you can see it in your mind, you can have it in your hand. You can experience it in your reality right now. Okay? And for you, I put together everything I've ever learned over the last 8 years into something that will absolutely change your life. It's an immersive course for you to get the exact same results, and it's called Aligned and Abundant, okay? Now, Aligned and Abundant, it's a step-by-step transformation program designed to hold you by the hand from overthinking to calm and confident. There's no missing steps. There's no confusion. It's the quickest and most effective and the most fun way to create lasting change. It's a 7-week course that transforms you. Each module walks you through how to reprogram the subconscious mind, manifest, and finally experience the abundance and peace you want. You'll have a community like this of like-minded women who are girls. You'll have constant support, 30 days of journal prompts, resources, tools, and practices, and you'll get instant lifetime access to everything. Now, here's some of the modules, but first, I want to say that there are many ways to start this transformation. In the past, I've sold this for $444 or for $999 on its own. But I wanted this to be as accessible as possible for every single person listening. And that's why I'm giving it away for free. Inside Tranquil Minds. Every single person who's in Tranquil Minds will have access to this. Tranquil Minds is only $44 a month. That's it. It's $44 a month. And this is what the modules look like. You'll have a foundation of awareness. You'll go through your childhood, the subconscious mind, reprogramming, your nervous system. You'll learn how to regulate your emotions. You'll learn how to build discipline, how to create boundaries and start prioritizing self-care. You'll learn how to vision cast and create your dream future, manifest, take aligned action, and become the next version of you for $44 a month, a 7-week course. Now, I guarantee that your life will change. And if you show up and you do the work and you still don't see the changes in your life, I will continue to work with you until you do. It's a 100% satisfaction guarantee. There's absolutely nothing to lose, only everything to gain. And here's the link in the chat right now. If you join in the next 10 minutes, you'll also receive a 20-minute one-on-one session with me as well. You can literally join right now for $44 a month. All you have to do is click the link in the chat. And there's already a handful of women that are waiting to welcome you in, that have already been on this journey for the last multiple years. These girls have been showing up for themselves and accomplishing the $15,000 raise, building their dream businesses, all of the things that I just now shared about. Your transformation literally begins right now. You're good, lovey. And I would love to have you inside Tranquil Minds by Taylor. Oh, I cannot wait to have you guys with me. Okay, now, yay! She said, I'll be there. Oh, I'm so excited to have you guys, seriously. Now, I want to leave time for questions. Do you guys have absolutely any questions at all? You can go ahead and send them in the chat. I can't wait to start. Yes, Claire's already in there. Deborah said, I'll be there. Yay! Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Okay, actually, if you guys have questions right now, you guys can unmute yourself. I think it'll be great. I'll be there. Yay! Oh, I'm so excited to have you guys. Okay, yeah, if anybody has a question, you guys can unmute yourself. Like I said, the best way to learn is to actually ask when you're curious. So anything that you guys took notes on or need support with, I'm here.
So I have one question. I can hear the microphone. So I work 9 to 5 and I overthink a lot. What is the best way to calm myself down without saying something that I should?
Honestly, I would say just taking space. Like whatever that is actually making you frustrated. Number one, a lot of the things that make us frustrated will not matter the day after. And that's something I typically check in with myself about is like, if I'm not going to be bothered in 24 hours from now by this same situation, why am I going to spend any time even thinking about it? If I'm not going to be bothered even in a week from now, if I'm going to completely forget about it in 72 hours, why sit there and spiral? Why make a big deal out of something that's so small when there's really no point? That's what I would do. I would take space to like go to the bathroom, take a second and just be like, is this really worth it right now? Is it really worth it to get so caught up in my emotions and make me feel so out of control? And if it's not, then let it go. And continue to take your deep breaths, put on your favorite song in the bathroom, and walk out of there like nothing fucking happened. Because you don't have to allow those things to throw off your entire vibe and kill your mood for the day.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. Thank you for asking.
You're welcome.
Does anybody else have any other questions? Yay! Oh my gosh, she already joined Tranquil Minds. I'm so excited! I literally can't wait. We're kicking off on 11/18. So literally in like 2 weeks. We will be doing our first call for, well, actually, Tranquil Minds has a call next month or next Tuesday. But then we'll be doing another call. We're going to be doing 8 weeks of calls, basically, starting like next week. So I'm so excited to have you guys in there. I literally already told all the girls in there, I was like, guys, welcome in all these women with open arms. They're so excited. And I'm so pumped. They're going to be so happy. The calls are at 3:30. Yay, Maddie! They're at 3:30 Pacific Standard Time. So Vegas time, San Diego time. And then it's at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. So Cincinnati time, Kentucky time, Florida time. So, and if you can't get on them live every single time, like that's okay, because this community is like very supportive, and all of us have lives. Like there's times where some of these girls can't get on because they're doing something, and they'll just watch the recording and then they'll send like, hey, I just watched the recording. These are my takeaways. And I love that. And then I can like send them voice memos. Like we literally have like full on coaching sessions in here. So at the end of our calls every single week, after I say whatever I say, I'll literally ask them like, guys, what are you struggling with right now? And sometimes it's like, dude, I literally like don't know what to do. Oh yeah, I got you, girl. Hold on one second. Remove. There we go. Yeah. So sometimes I will, sometimes at the end, I'll just be like, what are you guys struggling with? And they'll be like, dude, I don't know what to do. Like one of my friends are treating me this way and like, I don't know how to handle this. Like, what would be your advice? Or, hey, I just know how to deal that fell through and I'm really struggling with like having a positive mind about this. Like, how can I reframe this? That kind of thing. So yeah, that's the kind of calls, that's the kind of like sessions that we'll have. And then I'm just constantly messaging these girls in this chat. Like I'm there for them all the time whenever that they need it. Some of the girls are going through like huge life changes right now. And then others are just kind of dealing with like the day-to-day things that they're like, hey, I just need support with this. Like, can you give me advice on this? And it's just like a really supportive community. I will say it's not constantly blowing up. If you hate being in group chats that are like annoying with the notifications, it's not like that. At all, honestly. It's like me sending a message throughout the day and then like a couple girls responding, and it's not like a constant like, oh my gosh, I need to fucking mute this chat. Like it's not like that. It's like really chill and just intentional. Like no one's sending BS in there. Like it's a really cool community. I love these girls, and honestly, this is the space that I want to welcome so many women into because of the results that it's had for them. And every single time I host these calls, I'm like, more people need to hear this. Like, I know how helpful this stuff is. And I just wanted to get it out to more people. Typically outside of, you guys can send any questions you have while I'm chatting too, but typically outside of the like aligned and abundant calls, typically we do 2 calls a month. And then I record everything. I give you guys journal prompts. And the 2 calls a month are always on like a monthly theme. So like October was Optimistic October. September was Soulful September. Lex just joined. Ah! Oh, my heart. Okay. And then we had, I think it was Ambitious August. So like all of us were like taking action towards like things that we've had on our dream boards. We've had like joyful June of like prioritizing joy over absolutely everything. November is nourishing November. So prioritizing like self-care and slowing down a little bit and just focusing on ourselves. So yeah, those are some of the vibes. We've done like manifesting May, money March. Emily just joined. Cool. Oh, I'm so happy right now. You guys have no idea. This is like such a cool community. Emily, I've been like waiting for you to be a part of it. You have no idea. I'm literally so excited to, yes, Ambitious August. There we go. Claire is in there too. Yeah, there's currently about 12 girls that are in the chat, and they're a mix of like girls who are in business, they're estheticians, there's like girls that are working just regular 9 to 5s. There are, I'm really trying to think. Claire has like a 9 to 5, and then she's got her side business. Everybody's just kind of like doing their own things and absolutely thriving together and celebrating each other. We have a couple different chats that are like themed, so I'll send you guys kind of like what that is, but I have a total of like 4 threads. So it looks like this. It's on Telegram. And we have like the Tranquil Minds main, where I will send out like kind of all of like the calls and like the main things. I'll have you guys vote on the themes for the month. And then there's mindset vibes. So if you're ever like struggling, or if I want to send something that's about mindset specifically, it'll be in there. Then there's wins, where we literally will just be like, guys, I'm so happy. Like I cleaned my whole house. I went for a walk today. I did this, I did that. And I'm like so proud of myself for doing that. And then we're all like, fuck yes, girl. Love that you did that. Love that you woke up at 6 a.m. and went to Pilates. Like we're just there to hype each other up. And then I just now created this new chat called Wealth Talks, about just all money mindset, because I love talking about money mindset and like helping you guys with just getting out of scarcity or fear or lack, like thinking like, oh, am I gonna have enough, like that kind of thing. And then there's one that's all things business. So if you have a business that you have questions about, then you can use that chat specifically and just ask like, hey Sav, I have a client right now that I'm dealing with and like I don't really know what to do or whatever. There's just so many different areas where I'm there to support you. And yeah, yay, Caitlin just joined. So happy. I'm literally so freaking happy right now. Amazing. Caitlin, you're gonna love the girls in there. If any of you guys have any more questions, send them in the chat, or you also can just unmute yourself like Claire did, because I want to make sure that before I end this, it'll be really supportive. Yay, Maddie. I'm so happy to hear that. I literally can't wait to be in the same like space as you again. I'm like so happy. Yes, I can send the link again. There you go. I'll give everybody a couple more minutes before we hop off of here. Oh, Mariah is signing up. Ah, yay. Wow, we're gonna have so many new girls in here. So inside, there's the Telegram chat, and then there's also like a, what is it called? It's like a container, what is it called? Like a portal, that's the word. So there's like a portal that you'll have your own login for, where you can access all of the past recordings. And then in every single one that like records, or in every single one of the recordings, there's like, it gives you like a description of everything. Love you, Em. It gives you a description of like what you're gonna walk away with. It'll tell you, here's like 4 journal prompts for you to go take action on. Basically what I do is I'll take a photo on my phone of all of the notes that I write down for each of the calls, and then I send it into ChatGPT, and I'm like, can you summarize what the girls are gonna walk away with from this? And can you give them the journal prompts that I wrote down? So it makes it like all beautiful and easy to understand, but it's literally directly pulled from my notes. And I will say also, I'm just gonna put this out there, I don't use ChatGPT to write these calls. This is all content that's coming from my brain, from my own inspiration, from my own experiences that I share in this community. I'm not like, hey, ChatGPT, can you like create me a 45-minute call? Like, I'm not doing that. I want this to be like very intentional, and I'm not that kind of girl. So I want you guys to know that. I want this to be like very fluid, authentic, real experiences that we're going through. And yeah, these are the girls that get to like really hear the insides of the way that like I think and how I reprogram the way that I view the world and experiences and all that good stuff. Okay. All right. I think that that is everything. If you guys have more questions, if I didn't answer anything that you're like, hey, like I have this that I'm kind of going through right now and I really need support, like I have your guys' back. And I want to make that abundantly clear. Like if you're on this call, you guys are in my community and I have love for you for real. Like every single one of you guys I've been privately messaging with. So if you need anything, you have typically a lot of you, I think everybody on here like has my fucking phone number at this point. Like all of you guys know me personally and I've got your back. Oh, thank you, Layla. You sent that at 111. 111. Just love you, Sav. You're just so amazing. Love you, Layla. And I'm so happy to have you guys here. All right. Thank you guys so much for being here. Again, if you need anything, message me. If you didn't get the link and you're like, hey, I need the link, DM me. I got you guys. And we're going to make some really cool things together. Thank you, Bala. I didn't know you were even on here. Yay. Okay. Let me stop sharing and end this. Bye, guys.